Well, I'm going to make a quick video here about Creed's Castle. People often come up here to our house and ask us what this place is, and hopefully this video can answer a couple of those questions for people who don't want to drive all the way up here. So this is Creed Evans Monument. He built this house 15 years ago, and it was kind of his dream lot here in St. George. It took a lot of planning and effort to get this lot up on top of the hill. It's 2 acres. Stretches from as far as we can see out there on the road, down and around past that battery house, up to the pool, and as you'll see later in the video, around the whole cliffside. So this is obviously the front part of the house. It's kind of a parking area. I know Creed had some rocks put out for this place, make it a little bit more drivable. As we go through the front door here, you're going to notice going through this house that there's a lot of different pieces of art. Creed was all about exotic things, collecting things, paintings, art sculptures, different relics throughout time. First thing you'll notice when you come into the house is Sirloin, and he's kind of the guard of the house. So the knight in shining armor, and he watches out for us as he watches the front door. This first room here is a guest room, which is actually my little sister's room right now. It's just one of the 2 downstairs rooms. You have a view of Bloomington, obviously the pool, and St. George City itself. So you can kind of see the center part of town. Airport Hill's really in the way of the other part of town, the northern part. You see Four Master Ridge, and out along the hills, many different national parks. We'll talk about that later. This is actually a picture of Creed Evans right here, Grandpa Creed. He was born in 1925 and he passed away in 2015 in June. And he was a doctor almost all of his life. He was a flight surgeon in World War II, a veteran. We're very grateful to him for his service. This is a bathroom of the guest room here. So it's a pretty small bathroom, but just off to the side here. And in this room, this is kind of the big main gathering room, the living room of this house. As you can tell, we haven't really cleaned up that well. It's a little bit dirty in here. But you have the view of Bloomington down there and the pool, as well as just some windows out here that point to the south. As we go over here, this is just kind of a minor hallway going out here, you can see we have the garage. Right out here you can see the main part of the city. More of Escalante out to the right, and on your way to Lake Powell. So we'll go back inside now. Now, this is the master bedroom of the house. This was Creed's room, which is actually now my room. As you walk in, there's a bathroom on the right. Here, there's another picture of Creed Evans. Also a third picture of him from the ones that we've seen of when he was a lot younger. And this room kind of has a makeshift hot tub in it, but it has a good view of the city, whichever way you look. As we go around here, this is the main part of the master bedroom. You can see it's got a pretty good view of the city. It's definitely one of my favorite things to do, is be able to see St. George. The lights turn off in the morning and turn on at night. So, pretty good view there. We're going to go upstairs now. Now these stairs are multicolored. As a matter of fact, Creed was trying to decide which color of carpet to put on the stairs, and he asked my sister Megan, who was his granddaughter, what color he should put the carpet. And she said, well, why don't you just put all different colors of the rainbow on it? And he said, I can't do that. There's no way I could do that. But she said, it's your house, Grandpa, why don't you do it? So needless to say, there are colored stairs in this house. And that's the story of all of them here. Even another circular staircase. This is another living room, an upstairs living room. As you can see, once again, there's the view swimming pool. Bloomington, the Chivot Hills out in the distance, Santa Clara Islands, main part of St. George. You'll notice Creed had these plaques put up, whereas as if you're looking at it, it's like you're looking at a painting of that exact thing. So the Chivot Mountains, Kayenta is over there, and this is another room that focuses more on Bloomington, more towards the southwest. You also see the southeast, the St. George Airport, and the new one is actually out that way, directly ahead. Going into this room, just another side bathroom right here. And then this is the dining room, the kitchen. Creed was all about style, and he had his glass table put in here, which is pretty nifty. The view over here, obviously, once again, is the southwest. You have pretty much a 360-degree view up on top of this hill. That's the deck right there, and that's a pretty good thing to have for parties. 4th of July, you can see the fireworks in the city, just miscellaneous things like that. Right here's the kitchen, and directly out the kitchen is St. George, so you could see straight ahead there, see everything in the city. I wish the camera did the view justice, because it is definitely a good view. We're going to circle back around here towards the main room. Now we have upstairs what's called the observatory. That's what Creed named it. It's a room that you can see 360 degrees, which is a good way to utilize the view up on this property. So, right up here, you can see the view. I'm just going to pan around for a second. The sun makes it pretty hot up here upstairs, so we have to put foil up in the windows, but we'll look out this window to see what was out that way. Once again, Bloomington. So as you can see, this really is a 360-degree view of St. George, or southern Utah. Creed explained to all of us that you can see 6 different national parks. Right now I'm not sure which ones they are, but I know we can see Zion National Park directly out there, Kolob Fingers, a couple of parks like that. I'll have to check up, and maybe I'll put these in the video description of all the parks. I'm sure a lot of you that are watching this can guess. But that's the up to the top of the house here. And I'm gonna start another video down below to show outside on the edge. Here we are on the edge of the cliff outlooking Bloomington. This is the property line, as you see, of the ridge of the hill. There's a pool party going on. Those are pretty frequent up here. This is a solar powered but anyone who knows St. George knows it's so hot that you don't really need to heat the pool. That's kind of a good panoramic view. The pool itself, I think, is 20,000 gallons. It has a disappearing edge where you fill up all the way to the top and the water rushes out, so it's as if the pool doesn't have an edge. Go up here to this part. This seems to be the peak of the property. I think this is the highest point right here. It's just a great view. Beautiful sunset. There's a view from the side deck of the house. You can see pretty much the entire city of St. George, the core of it, as well as into Bloomington. I think that's the Brigham exit. Pioneer Road runs down to Sun River. And see, there's the Bloomington Walmart there, right in the middle of the screen. So it's a pretty good place to be for when the weather's good, at least. You can go out and have family get-togethers and enjoy the beautiful view of southern Utah. Now this is a little bit less of a glorified view from the pool deck. You can Just going to show the land that's around this area. Obviously there's a pool party going on. You can see it's a pretty good sized pool. It's hard to keep clean, that's for sure. Looks off towards the west, and it's obviously on the west side of the house. Over here on this side of the deck, you can see the city of St. George. It's kind of hard to see with the camera. I'll hold it up over the fence. That's it. And I think a good way to end this video is to look at the sunset. Enjoy what's been given to us. Watching this every night. I'll hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that answers a lot of questions for people. And maybe we'll have a little bit less people wondering what is up here.